Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Delta Entertainment. I am your host, Ligo Kenobi. And before we get started, we'd like you guys to please hit that like button and please subscribe to my channel. Would appreciate that very, very much. All right, let's get into this. So, we've been following up what's been going on with Snow White, and everything. During the beginning, when they made the title Snow White, the Seven Magical Creatures, till the time now when the Muse Medias are trying to blame Gal Gadot instead of Rachel Zegler for Snow White's failures. Well, guess what? We got a big news right here. Right here on Delta Entertainment. Here we go. Right here. Now, I'm gonna give you a guess. Do you guys remember when the Dwarves made a complaint about Peter Dinklage that lost their opportunities to work in particular projects, as in Snow White and in Time Bandits? Here we go. Disney's Snow White dwarf controversy explodes as Little People actors slam studio. Disney claims CGI characters were always the plan despite leaked set footages. Booyah, man. Look at that there. Now the actual dwarves are fighting back, bro. That is good. Let's get into this and let's discuss it. Snow White backlash isn't going away. If anything, it's getting worse. Now Disney is getting hammered by Little People actors incensed with the company's decision to use CGI dwarves in the troubled film. After Disney scrapped the live-action actors in favor of CGI dwarves, Little People actors are speaking out against the studio for robbing them of job opportunities. Meanwhile, Hollywood Reporter originally admitted that Disney had changed course, but quickly edited their article to claim that CGI dwarves were always the plan. Yeah, bull BS, man. Total BS. Raising serious questions about the studio's influence over media narratives. Little People actors speak out against Disney's decisions. Actress Ali Chapman, who has appeared on Little Women LA, slammed Disney for choosing CGI over real actors. It's a movie that's supposed to have real dwarves. She told TMZ, instead Disney comes to use CGI to replace actors and actresses that are little people that are very talented. Her husband, actor Matt McCarthy, echoed her frustration, saying Disney's decision effectively shut out Little People from 7 key roles. I mean, as I have said this many, many times, Peter Dinklage became a dumbass. A total dummy. Who just took away dwarves' jobs into working in that movie, not only in Snow White, but in projects like in Time Bandits. God, man, I swear, man. That's 7 roles right there. And cheaper. 7 little people that could have filled the roles and unfortunately were shut out of the opportunity. Chapman emphasized that Hollywood should stop replacing real people with CGI, especially when these roles are meant for little people. This isn't the first time Hollywood has done this. The Warner Brothers film Wonka used CGI-altered Hugh Grant as a Oompa Loompas, roles that originally went to little people actors in the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. These circumstances add to growing backlash over Disney's handling of the 7 dwarves, with many going to the hypocrisy of the claiming to be progressive while actively removing real-life representation for little people actors. Peter Dinklage's role in Disney's decision, burning the bridge behind him. Disney's disastrous handling of the 7 dwarves began in 2022 when Game of Thrones actor Peter Dinklage called the original story backward on Mark Maron's What the F podcast. You're progressive in one way, but then you're still making that blank backward story about 7 dwarves in a cave together. What the hell are you doing, man? Dinklage's comments seemingly pushed Disney to overhauling the dwarves, replacing them with a diverse group of men and women of different sizes. However, when leaked set photos surfaced, the reaction was overwhelmingly negative. Fans ridiculed Disney, attempted to erase the classic dwarves, and backlash forced the studio to pivot once again, this time to CGI creatures. Many little people actors have since accused Dinklage of pulling the ladder off behind them. Having already built a successful Hollywood career playing dwarf characters, he pressed Disney into removing roles that could have given other little people opportunities. So let's look at this video and see what happened here. Here we go.
So Game of Thrones actor Peter Dinklage went on a podcast the other day and declared that it was, quote, offensive and backward that Disney was planning to hire real-life dwarves, little people, for a remake of the film Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Listen.
I was a little taken back by they're very proud to cast a Latino actress as Snow White.
Yeah.
But you're still telling the story of Snow White,
yeah.
Seven Dwarfs.
Sure.
So, look, take a step back and look at what you're doing there.
Yeah.
I know. That makes no sense to me.
Well,
you're progressive in one way, but you're still making that backward story of seven dwarves living in a cave. What the are you doing, man?
So in response to that podcasts have real power now, the Disney company said it was, quote, rethinking its use of dwarves in the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs remake. Now some dwarf actors are asking, who put Peter Dinklage in charge of the dwarf community? Dylan Postal played Hornswoggle, the leprechaun, in the WWE for 10 years. He also acted the Muppets. He joins us now. Thanks so much for joining us. So I think a lot of people hear this podcast and they think, well, here's a guy who's got the authority to speak on this, and that's his view, and no one kind of questions it. Tell us what your reaction to it was.
I mean, my biggest thing is he wants to be progressive, and it's all about progression, and I support that completely. But the issue is him being progressive is eliminating 7 potential dream jobs from the dwarf acting community, and that's my issue here. Is he's saying he wants to move forward and do good for the community when these are dream jobs. I got hired by WWE. WWE was my dream job since I was 4 years old. Since I was 4 years old, all I wanted to be was a WWE superstar. And in any other circumstance, it wouldn't have been able to be done by me. I'm not 6 foot, I'm not 250 pounds, but they were looking for a person like me, a little person, to fill this role. They hired me, and I got to live my dream for 10 years. Now, there's dwarf actors out there that their dream is to star in a film, especially a Disney film, because as we know, Disney doesn't do remakes or any of their movies at a small scale. They were going to blow this movie up, obviously.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. People like him had the opportunity to work in Snow White. They had the opportunity, and Disney blew it because they listened to Peter Dinklage, who died and made him in charge. Peter, I say it again, dude. You have fucked up. You have messed up their jobs, man. And you're working still in a movie. In that toxic adventure crap of a movie, man. I hope that movie flops.
And these are 7 roles that are few and far between for dwarves anyways, that were made for us. And that's what's ridiculous to me about the whole situation is it's not being progressive. You're hurting the community by what you're doing.
You make a really good point, and the film is called Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So, I mean, if there was ever a place, it might be, all right?
It's not Snow White and the 7 normal-sized humans. I get that we have to be progressive. We have to move forward, but you're changing one of the most known fairy tales and one of the most known Disney adaptations of all time. Why? And also, I hate to say it, and the King Dwarf thing I said, And I mean that. Who put this guy in charge, and why is he the single voice? Like, for a whole community of people. I can argue I was on TV for 10 years. I was in film, not at the scale he was, but why? Because he throws the red flag, is everything stopped? And
that's such a great point.
What upsets me is...
So one guy has an opinion on a podcast, and he gets to take control of your career going forward. That's a little strange. So have you met with... I mean, I think you make a very fair point. Have you met with Disney?
I have not, and I would absolutely love to, and I would absolutely love to give my opinion, as well as I've had people from the dwarf community reach out to me saying how this is crazy, that to recast or to make it, normal humans or normal sides. I use that term, but normal humans and normal sized humans for these roles. It's just it's insane to me, and it just doesn't make any sense. I say it all the time, Disney. I know 6 dwarf actors with myself that would love these roles. I'll play Sleepy or Grumpy or whoever, or I'll be a stunt double for one of them for all I care. These are dream roles literally made for our community, and I just think it's crazy to recast it.
You make such a good point. It's a metaphor. A small number of unhappy people get to wreck it for everyone. Dylan, I hope you get exactly the role that you want, and I hope you reach Disney. Thank you for coming on tonight.
Thank you very much for your time.
Hey, Sean Hannity.
Apparently and unfortunately, I feel sorry for the guy, bro. He did not get that. I feel sorry for this guy, bro. And I feel sorry for the dwarf community, bro. Dylan and others, Dylan Posty and the others, had an opportunity to work in Snow White and the 7 Dwarves. And Disney blew that. Right down the toilet. Goddamn Peter. Idiot. So Disney's flip-flopping and THR's quiet cover-up. After the backlash over the diverse live-action dwarves, Disney scrambled to course correct, replacing them with CGI while claiming it was always the plan. But the timeline of events and now an edited article from that Hollywood Reporter tells a different story. It's too late because this has been out there for a while. This has been out there for a while right now. And the Hollywood Reporter is trying to erase that. Which is crazy. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. Disney blew their chance, bro. Disney blew their chance. And I feel sorry for this guy. For Dylan Postel, I do feel sorry for this guy. And this son of a gun, bro. This son of a gun had the nerve to do that, bro. Idiot. God, bro, I swear, dude. I tell you, man, sometimes I just don't understand Hollywood, bro. But I'm happy that the dwarf community has started to get out there and attack Disney, bro. But you know what? We'll see what happens, bro, because let's see what happens in the future. And maybe Disney will learn their lesson, which I doubt they will. But we'll see. All right. That's going to be it for this article. So thank you all so much for watching this video and being part of the channel. So please share this video. Post a comment below. Let me know your thoughts of this. Do you think it's right for one dwarf to change the course of history because of one stinking movie? You guys let me know in the comments below. And as always, thank you all so much. And I will be seeing you all until next time. Bye, everyone.